the subject and all. Feel free in asking the questions. And because you are starting with mains preparation of optional now. And how many of you are appearing for 2018? Okay. So most of you are appearing for 2018. So you have to go for a very wise time management. Okay. And at present, because you will be giving exam for the first time, so those who are giving exam for the first time, their priority should be that you should focus more on clearing prelims. Okay. So first thing that you keep it in mind that when I will clear prelims, then I get an opportunity to write mains. But at the same time, it should not happen that I clear prelims, but I am not prepared for mains, that my entire attempt is wasted. And it is never too late. And time is never enough. It's both the thing. Okay? So your success will very much depend upon how much motivated you are. There are students who have cleared the exam in a very limited time. For example, Anmol, these are the students, they have done it in just 3 months. Okay? There are examples who are not able to do it in 3 years also. Okay? In this particular exam, what is most important thing is whether you have a strategy or not. Whatever time, the thing is, even if I have 2 months time, still I must have a strategy that how to manage my time, resources and energy in that time period. Okay? So first of all, don't think that time is less or time is not enough. Nothing like this. Success is a attitude. Okay? So success depends upon the attitude. If you have an attitude, you can manage it in this limited time also. Okay? And there is a need to understand what are the expectations of UPSC. If we do not understand UPSC expectations, we will be moving in dark all the time. The best way to understand UPSC expectations is that you go through the previous year question papers. Don't think that it's a waste of time. I will say going through the syllabus should be on your fingertips so that when you read newspaper, you have proper, like you are able to segregate what is according to the syllabus, what is important or not. So give time to develop familiarity with the syllabus. And the second thing is you have to orient your knowledge according to the UPSC's expectations. What type of information is required, what type of preparation is required. So if you see UPSC questions, whether they are prelims questions or they are mains questions, what is the most important thing is your ability to analyze things. So it has to be a very, very active learning, not a passive learning. You need not to overburden yourself with the collection of the facts. Okay? But you need to develop your logical faculties, logical ability of mind, that even if I do not have so many facts in my hands, yet I am able to make the logical guess. Okay? So my teaching style, how I teach, I always emphasize on the active learning and the involvement of the students in the class. More you will be involved, more I will be motivated. Okay? It's going to be a two-way process. It is any success or whatever the results, what I expect that the tradition which the students have maintained in the previous years, I expect that you all also continue this tradition. I don't want my students that they are somewhere on the lower ranks. Forget not getting success. I want you to bring ranks. So I am here. This two-way process is here. The only thing I expect is you remain motivated. There are so many apprehensions or in market that political science very big and all syllabus, how to, I think it is. I'll call on 27. Okay. So first of all, these apprehensions जैसे रहते हैं for political science. There's so much apprehensions are about UPSC also. ठीक है कि UPSC भी difficult है, ये है, सब कुछ difficult है. But you should know how to manage the things. और मज़ा किस काम में है? जब हमने कुछ difficult काम किया. UPSC as such ही कोई आसान नहीं है. Is that clear? So it is definitely difficult, but it is not impossible. People are doing it, they are getting good ranks. So you should have this positive bent of mind, and it is a collective mission, my mission and your mission together. So it is a collective mission, we have to be together. I am there to support you and assist you where you feel that there is a difficulty, okay? So don't hesitate in asking. This is the task of the teacher. Chapter and knowledge and information, everything is given in the books, okay? But what are your problems? Feel free to ask so that a course correction can be done as early as possible. And actually, if you see, it's a very, very wise decision that you have chosen political science as an optional, because there is a huge overlapping between your general studies and political science. Even whatever you study in your GS, that is used in the subject. Whatever you will use in the subject, it will give you an edge in other papers. And if you prepare the topics of political science, you are going to get at least 2 topics in essays also. Okay, so you should see that this is how I can avoid the duplication of the work, and even the minimum knowledge I have, I can do maximum utilization of my knowledge. Okay, now I can assure you that besides the class and the class notes, there is no need for you to refer the books. Okay, be practical, and more than that, be sensible. Okay, we do not have 3-5 years to go for exam, and first attempt is always the best attempt. UPSC also wants to take more and more younger students, or those who are in first attempt, we see they get much better results. So this attempt, it is very much possible, and if you have a strategy, you can do it. So you can remain assured that you don't have to worry for the notes or the books. Those who do not have the political science background, how many of you have political science background? Okay, most of you do not have, so it's very good that you do not have a background. Okay? Why? Because the way teaching is being done in universities and all. Okay? So more than clarity, I find the students are completely confused. So since you are new, there is no confusion, and we will start from the base. So don't worry, and don't feel that I have not done BA and MA from DU and JNU and I am under any disadvantage, because I know what these students know. Okay. And it is not their fault. The thing is, they are not getting the direction. And actually the university teaching should be such that there should not be any need for the coaching itself. So I'm surprised that somewhere that is not there, and mostly the students from the engineering background or having no background, they are able to do it. So don't feel that you are in any sort of disadvantage. The second thing is you have not come here either to do master or PhD in the subject. Okay? UPSC, if you see the trends of the question, earlier questions were of generic natures. Suppose feminism they'll ask. But as their questions are now, they are running short of the questions. They have started coming to us very micro type of questions. Earlier, suppose question used to be in feminism, but now they have asked a specific question, ecofeminism. Okay, so we have to understand the trend and prepare accordingly. And what is very important, keep on innovation. Innovation is very important for our times. As the Chinese president also says that you, what is the key for survival? Innovation. So keep on innovating. Don't follow, like suppose some seniors they have followed this method, but that's not necessary that this will work this year also. Okay, so innovation is, and more innovativeness is in your answers, more freshness is in your answer, that will appeal. There's one very problem that is like, that's a very big problem for the students, how to write an answer. Writing answer at this point of time, I'll not suggest. Don't write answer. Understand the things. It's a process. No need to write answer right now. What I expect that you understand the things. Political science as a subject, it is a very, very logical subject. It's a very analytical subject. More you understand, more you discuss, more clarity will come to your mind. So answer writing practice can be done later on also when you do the test series. So after this, we do the test series. I'll do after prelims. Then we have this crash course, which will be like a polishing type of a course, and where you will go for complete. You will be prepared according to the UPSC's expectation. That is like a refresher course. But right now, this is a basic foundation time. So try to understand the things. Whichever topic suppose I teach, give time to understand, and you need not separate time. While you are having your lunch, you can just think what Plato said, is he right, wrong. Be an active participant in that learning, and it will be helpful. Suppose when we do a particular topic, you reduce it into the flow charts. Just remember the key words. There are certain key words. If you have a hold on keywords, and if you understand those keywords, there is no further challenge in the subject. And sometimes there is a fear that what about international relations, it is very dynamic and all. So don't worry for that. We give the notes. Now also you will get the basic notes, and before exam you will get whatever the current developments that have happened. So as far as my subject, you need not to waste your time in collection of the material. More than that, you give time and invest your time in understanding the things. That is my job. That is my job, that I should provide you the material from where you can get the questions and which is necessary. And I know that you will not be able to do all these things, because I am doing only political science. You are doing GS and so many things together. So don't worry, wherever you feel need, you can ask me. And the subject is very concept, like there is a concepts as well as related to the dynamic art. What you should be doing? What is the most important thing in this exam is read newspapers, okay? And just stick to one paper. I'll say just stick to Hindu, and do to the extent that is possible. That is, that you are able to digest. Don't do more than what is required. It's not necessary. Don't do less than what is required. Okay? So you should know that appropriate thing what is required. So if you will do Hindu, understand it. Initially, students find difficult, but give time, because not just in prelims and mains and in optional. Ultimately, you will have to face the interview. In interviews also, what is the most important thing is you should be aware of the current developments. So besides my class notes, the only thing that I expect is you should be aware of the current developments. And gradually, as class will proceed, you will start linking the current political developments as well as current international relations. And as you will understand the political theory, the terminology, you will able to make the sense of the newspapers also, because in newspapers so many words are used. For example, deliberative democracy, for example, inclusive growth, but we are not able to understand it, or will not be able to enjoy the topic completely if we do not know what exactly is this and what is their importance. So this terminology, after studying political science and then when you will study Hindu, you will find that it's a very big change and things have become very easy, because I don't think that the language is so easy that a person can really comprehend if he is not aware of the terminology. Okay,